Good day, everyone. Ali Safi here from Safi Financial Network. Today is August 30th, 2024, last week of August. And August month was pretty bullish for the market. We just got a very nice V-shaped recovery to the upside. And right now we are just consolidating potentially for a breakout to new all-time high for S&P 500. Before daily chart, let's review monthly chart because today was the last trading session for the month of August. And as you see here, we just got a very nice, kind of like a volatile August. At the beginning, we had a downtick and then going all the way back up and close the months to new closing all-time high, monthly closing all-time high. And right now, 5643 market is sitting here, S&P 500. As long as we are above SMA 20, as you know, we are kind of like a bullish in a general perspective. However, we are in this reversal period. So 56 to 58, 56, 43 to 58, 69. That is the area that I'm just looking for a reversal. So we may see some kind of like a volatility in months of September. But I should say the bigger picture is October is gonna be my cycle for the last reversal. So this is very scary. And when I'm saying October, we can see something like this. So this is kind of like the drop, the scale of the drop, and we can see something like that happens again potentially after October. So October, November is going to be very bearish for me. And also September could be very volatile. And September is the worst month ever seasonally for the stock market. I'm not sure if it's going to be the worst this year because we had kind of like an April negative months. I'm not sure if September is going to be this bad, but months of October and November is going to be very bearish. So especially before and after election, I don't know, it's going to be a geopolitical tensions or election news or whatever news is coming. It's going to be my cycle is sitting there. So October 2024 is going to be exactly the same pattern like we have seen in September 2022, October 2022, and also last year as well. So we just got a three bear months. We didn't see a three bear months here, but we didn't get to a July top yet. Potentially next week we will get to new all-time high for S&P 500. I should say there is going to be a chance for new all-time high. So don't get me wrong. Weekly chart here is S&P 500 weekly chart. We just got a very nice V-shaped recovery to the upside, as I said. And here is the scenario that I'm looking at. 55, 45 to 58, 39. So this is going to look exactly the same scenario like my analysis for monthly chart. So we can see some kind of like a reversal is happening in this area. And if this reversal happens, that's going to be a weekly divergence here. So if you just look at the weekly chart here, we are seeing a crazy divergence between these two, top here, and also the MACD here, and also the stochastic and RSI as well here. So RSI just got new, not a new, a higher high, while we just received a higher high in price. So right now, if we get to higher high in price, RSI potentially getting to this level, which is going to be a great kind of like a divergence here between these two top and also these two top here. And that would be a fantastic scenario for a weekly chart because when we see a weekly divergence here, we should be, everybody, we should be careful. So that doesn't mean that we're going to see the top. A potential top is going to be when we see a higher high and then get it back to the downside. Potentially, we are getting all the way down to here to this area in months of November, December. So it is kind of like the scenario that I'm looking at. We are not forecasting, but I would say for the short term, especially next week, based on the daily chart, we are kind of like forming a very nice pattern here. However, stochastic momentum we're getting to over bud condition with a nice divergence as well. So if you go to daily chart, So daily chart is forming very nice bullish consolidation here. Almost it's about to break out. So we just got a back test yesterday, and today we just had to follow through last hour of the trading session before everyone goes to holiday, because you know that Monday is going to be closed due to Labor Day. So we will have a kind of like a Tuesday, Wednesday, and also next week we can hit to new all-time high to 5,700 above. But after that, I'm not sure. So we will see some kind of like a pullback or reaction. I know lots of people are saying we may see some kind of like a pullback. I was waiting for that one, but market didn't show that. So we will respect the market for now. So we will see how it goes. But as I said, November timeframe. So this period is gonna be very, very interesting. So everyone needs to be careful out there. Moving on to Nasdaq. Nasdaq. Let me just go to monthly chart first before getting to uh, weekly and daily. So monthly chart, we just got a weaker candle here. So correction was deeper, and also retracement was nicer, but it's obviously showing a lower high here. So lower high is forming here as well. So if we get at the potential new all-time high, which I still don't know for Nasdaq, if this is the scenario, we will make a case for potentially higher high, but that is a very, very scary, just because as you see that a momentum is kind of like shifting to the downside. So this is a stochastic momentum, and also RSI, we are just getting a very nice divergence here in RSI between these two tops. If we just go there, look at that. So this is a crazy a monthly chart divergence here between these two top, when we got a 2021 at the end of the year high, and we didn't reach out to that level. So this is a strong bull market, and obviously this is kind of like a weak bull market here, which is usually happens at the end of the bull market, and usually just gives us a correction in RSI and divergence in RSI and price, and then we are heading into a bigger correction down the road. Moving on to weekly chart. So this is a weekly chart, and this week we got a negative bar. I know that the most positive trading days was just that it was today and yesterday, but we got kind of like a good consolidation here. So we can make a case for Nasdaq if we can break through to the upside, potentially double top. I'm not sure if we get to 21,000. So if we get to 21,000, that's going to be new all-time high. But right now, we are seeing kind of like a weaker price action with Nasdaq compared to S&P 500 and also Dow Jones as well. If you look at a daily chart, so daily chart, obviously we are seeing a kind of like a bull flag here is just formed and triggered to the upside. So this is kind of like a very early stage. We just got two positive candles here, and this is a nice bull flag here. We can reach out to here to 20,000 to 20,482. So this is kind of like the scenario that we can see for Nasdaq, and also stochastic momentum. We are just getting another buy signal here. So this tells me next week potentially we will have a bullish run to the upside for the first week of September. Moving on to Dow Jones, which is hitting new all-time high today, just the last hour of trading session. Dow hits new all-time high. This is a monthly chart. Obviously, if you are just sparking higher, and this is a good kind of like a back test to this area and getting back to the upside. Very nice price action just happened today as well. So Dow is just forming a breakout to new all-time high. Weekly chart tells us exactly the same thing. However, just I want to show you something. This is higher highs, series of higher highs. But look at the RSI here, and look at the MACD here, and look at the stochastic here. Series of lower lows. This is an exhaustive rally to the upside. We call it like exhaustive candles, one after each other. I know that it's just showing a bullish momentum, but this exhaustion can hit for a good correction to the downside. You never know when, I should say not next week, but potentially end of next week, we can see some symptoms of a correction is coming. So for first 2-3 days of the next week, we may see a bullish consolidation or bullish to the upside, as we see here. But Not sure if this rally continues, and the upside target is very limited, I should say. We broke above this neckline, obviously, and we are just sparking higher to the upside. And right now, we are just getting back to new all-time high. So congratulations for all those folks who were bullish. This is substantial exponential rally to the upside, and this is kind of like a very, very nice scenario to see. Moving on to gold, which was a negative today. So gold and the other assets, commodity assets, they were negative. It is consolidating here above 20 SMA and also on a daily chart as well. So it is kind of like forming a very nice bullish consolidation. If you look at the monthly chart, so monthly chart, we are in a bullish momentum. Obviously, we are in a bullish momentum. This is a parabolic move. And I should say 26 to 2700 is coming down the road, but I'm not sure after that if it gets to 3000. I know that the longer term target that I have is 3000, but right now monthly chart is overstretched, overbought. And whenever we see this in gold, we are getting into a correction and then kind of like a short, not a short or long-term correction to the downside. A weekly chart, obviously we are seeing a divergence here. So there is a huge divergence in all three indicators with price, and also price is getting into this area, which is very, very important for me, and 25.42 to 26.22. So if it gets there by end of next week or next following weeks, I should say, then reversal could be very, very foreseeable scenario, especially when we have this huge divergence in a weekly chart. So gold is forming a nice consolidation, but right at top of it, there is an area that I just pointed for a while ago that I'm waiting for this to getting back to the downside. Moving on to the daily chart. So daily chart is saying very nice scenario to well, sorry about that. So I tried to cut this one, but I'm not gonna cut this one. This is funny. This is gonna be over the weekend. So I just distracted for this. Forgive me about that, but I'm not gonna cut this one for sake of funny things. Daily chart shows a consolidation here. And as you see here, consolidation, the more consolidation, we can get a higher price down the road. But as I said, in a weekly chart, 2600 to 2640, that's the area that I'm just looking at. Moving on to crude, let me just bring, oh no, before crude, we are getting to the silver. So silver is just heading down, and in daily chart, I think it's going to be enough. We are heading down to this area, potentially 27 to 2790. So that's the area that I'm looking at for a daily chart. But stochastic isn't giving us a sell signal a while ago. If you're getting to oversold condition, bull reversal, we can get back to the bullish momentum and potentially to $30 coming down the road. So we will see how it goes. Moving on to crude, let me just go there. Crude is getting back to the downside. I should say crude is getting ready for a final spike to a lower low. Waiting for this long time, let me go to weekly chart before a daily analysis. A weekly chart is showing kind of like a very triangle, interesting triangle here. So if I just want to manipulate this triangle here, right there. So this is kind of like the scenario that I'm looking at. So crude may have a final spike to lower low to this area, which is going to be 65, I should say, 69. So this is going to be very nice scenario. I know lots of people are just saying we're going to break through and we're going to go lower low. But I should say no, based on the crude cycles that they have, it could be I should say multi-months bottoming formation is forming here. And if we get there and bounce back up nicely, then we are going to break through from the topper side. So everything depends on September. September, I'm looking for a bottom in crude. But this bottom can be magnified by price action. So price action needs to tell us where it wants to have a bottom around 60, even lower, crash or something, or somewhere around that. I think between 65 to 69. I know it was previously I was saying 61 to 65, but this is gonna get a less likely. But we will see. We will see. Even if it gets to the 61, there's gonna be still potential scenario for that. But crude in September could give us a multi-month bottom information, I should say. A daily chart is the same pattern here. There are tons of supports here, 61 to 69. So that's what I'm saying. Like we can get to this area for a final spike to a lower low. Moving on to individual names, starting with, let me go up, starting with Bitcoin as usual. So Bitcoin just forming bearish consolidation. However, this bearish consolidation, there are lots of lower shadows here. Bitcoin closed below 60, which is not good, but as long as it holds up here, it's okay. But if it gets back up above 64 to 66, then we can see some kind of like a good bullish momentum to the upside. Ethereum $14 loss today, but still forming up. Bearish consolidation here. Bond yield is just getting back up. So bond yield is up, Treasury is down. So I would say this is a nice scenario. Treasury just slammed today 1% to the downside. And after hours, just a pickup as well, 96.84 after hours. This is kind of like the scenario that I'm looking at. A correction could be a good buying opportunity, but not right now. We are waiting for next week when the stock market topped and bottom in a bond. VIX, 4% downtick today. We may see another downtick potentially next few days. The Dixie just spiking higher, 3 candles in a row to the upside. Dixie can go to 102 for the last destination. Magma indicator is just forming a bull flag trigger to the upside. We will give market benefit of doubt. Apple just reversing down. When market was positive, Apple down. So we can't make too much out of it, but when Apple is weak, we should be concerned. Amazon, nice surge to the upside, great move. Already broken up this nice move to the upside, 3% to the upside, fantastic move. Meta, just a $3 up today, not a bad session. Microsoft, 1% up. This chart is getting back to the uptick momentum, but still far away from all-time high. Google, $1.60 up. Still, it can go trigger to the upside to 170. Don't get me wrong. Netflix forming a nice bullish consolidation breakout to the upside. New closing all-time high, 701. Tesla, great surge, still within this triangle, big triangle. If we have a breakthrough, we can see 228, 230. But I'm not sure if it's going to long last because if everything is getting ugly, Tesla can break through easy to 167 to 186. SMH, semiconductor index, the same formation like Nasdaq. This chart is exactly copy paste of Nasdaq. So it's just forming a bullish consolidation here. We may see if it's going to be a bull flag to the upside 260 or not. SOX, the same pattern here. Already triggered actually the bull flag to the upside. Taiwan Semiconductor as well. So triggered the bull flag to the upside. AMD is just at the beginning of, so lots of semis are showing the same pattern except NVIDIA. It is out of favor right now. NVIDIA is lagging. $1.78 uptick today. Texas Instruments, a higher high, new all-time high for Texas, $3.25 up. Lam Research at $23.69 up, not a bad price action. XLF, financial spider, parabolic move to the upside. Look at the rally. This is an exponential rally to the upside. New all-time high, 45.74. Banks are beneficiary of lower rate. KBE, also the same pattern here going high. KRE, the same pattern going high. JP Morgan sparking high to new all-time high. Great move for JP Morgan. So I had this stock. I just sold it here somewhere, but right now it's at new all-time high. Goldman Sachs forming a nice bullish consolidation, potentially next week new all-time high. And Bank of America, good spike today. 1.44% to the upside. Wells Fargo, great move today as well, $1.12 up. GDX at 26 cents up, down, not a bad session, however. It's just forming a nice bullish consolidation. We may see a good momentum down the road with GDX when gold is getting back to its bullish momentum. GDXJ, the same pattern here. AEM 62 cents down, Newmont 21 cents up to new all-time high, not new all-time high, sorry, higher high. Franco Nevada 20 cents down as well, bullish consolidation. Gold Barrick just kind of like a friction today, 13 cents down, not a bad session. Look at the pattern here. Pattern is very bullish. Moving on to XLE, while Crude was down, XLE was up. Fantastic move for XLE. I believe that they know that energy is gonna get higher. 34 cents up, not a bad session. XOP hold up very well, just 31 cents loss today. OH 87 loss today, and Exxon 19 cents down, and Chevron 53 cents up. So all in all, I should say when crude was smashed at 3% to the downside, energy stocks actually did very well. So we should just give market benefit of doubt. I'm kind of like a very optimistic about energy market, especially when sector rotation is coming from technology to defensive names and also to energy names. So we can get a good rally in energy stocks again after 2 years. All right, guys, I believe I covered everything. If you like this video, please smash the like button, subscribe to our channel, and have a good one. See you on the chart. Bye-bye.